Oh god.
Well, there's a lot of cobwebs in that doorway you just went through.
The pain was back. Couldn't be a worse time.
Why is he
Hopefully.
holding his head? Oh, okay.
This is one of those freakouts.
It's a thing,
The
right?
pain is all in your head. Hurry, Eric.
Oh, I would hurry. All right.
I got a new PowerPoint. Sure that's worth something, right?
It's worth exactly 1 PowerPoint.
Yep.
So, is there anything that has been good or fun
I hope that
about this game, or like legitimately interesting or appealing, or?
I mean, the best thing that I can say about this game is like the list. So there's like 8 different vampiric powers, and like I feel like there's a lot of potential for them to be kind of a cool, like there's cool ways that you could mix them together. Like you throw down a distract power, which just makes people look at a certain spot, and then you sneak up behind them, or you throw down obscure to get past them, or like. The problem is that A, the game doesn't make you use them really, and B, the biggest problem I think is you only have 4 of these blood marks, and that's after getting all the upgrades.
Oh yeah, that's kind of shit.
And those go so quickly, and there are so many situations in which you don't have time to drink a guy's blood. So
The staircase seemed to have been destroyed in the assault.
Rough.
Yeah.
If that like regenerated slowly, or if there was some other way to refill it, I think I would feel. I think there would be more potential
The door to the dance floor
to
was
mess around with the
completely blocked.
powers.
No way through.
Even if you could feed on civilians, and civilians were, I think we only saw 1 civilian so
One of the
far
Kruger
in this
twins lay
stream,
dead on the
but
ground,
if
riddled
there are
with
more
bullets.
civilians
There was
and you
nothing
could
more I
feed on
do for
them,
her. I hoped it
that
wasn't
might
too late for
probably help.
Rose.
Oh, she's all kinds of messed up.
She's fine.
Cute skirt though.
She's the DJ at the club who only plays one track over and over.
Oh, well then she got what was coming to her probably.
I
It's a
didn't
bad
want.
DJ.
I didn't want to say it, but
Your life worth is based on your DJ skills.
Rose's
That's
office
always
was a
felt
mess.
that way.
The furniture was shattered and torn. The window was
I like that
broken,
he's telling us
apparently
things
by a
that we
hail
can
of
plainly
bullets,
see.
But no sign of Rose.
The office is a mess. The window is
broken.
broken.
I had to be certain.
laser chandelier.
That guy has
Sir,
a
base
minigun.
just confirmed receipt of prisoners.
Very good. What about the
This
door?
club looks the same
Still
as the other
nothing new,
club, but
sir.
without a
The explosive
stage.
team is on the way.
Excellent.
No, there's no stage in this one.
Rose had been abducted, probably like the other vampires. I had to go looking for them.
Let me
but
show
first,
you. Oh, I gotta
I'll
show you
take
the.
care of the attackers.
I've got to show you the fountain if I can. So this fountain over here of like, it's a fountain with blood in it and two girls straddling each other.
Vampire stuff, right?
So I'm showing it to you right now. It looks like it won't let me interact with it right now, but before it would let me, like the first time I was in the club, I could interact with it, and the main character would remark, "Ooh, pretty," every time that I interacted with it in a very like ridiculous voice.
Great.
Sorry, G Shadow. This is the game Dark, not Dark Souls 2. I apologize.
Wait, if that's a blood fountain, why can't you just go over there and have some blood and refill your thing?
Why can't I kill this guy? It's literally not letting me.
Contact with target.
It's a shame you can't pick up anyone's gun and just shoot them.
Now you're being ridiculous. I just want to.
Vampires can't shoot guns. What am I saying?
I'm just here for hugs. Jet Grind is Jet Grind is repeating lines from Payday, I think.
Damn it, he's gone into hiding.
Got him yet? Come out before the sun comes up.
Gotta be close to the end, right? Gotta be.
I mean, this is your homecoming, right? You're coming back to where it began. That's how
know you're hiding
predictable
here somewhere.
stories work, right?
That seems right to me.
Yeah.
Shit, we lost a man. Contact!
Odysseus as played by Eric Bane.
What?
Eric Bane, you know, playing Odysseus in the Odyssey. And Rose is... Penelope? Was that his wife's name?
Listen, they're not lovers yet. He did make a pass at her once, and it was really awkward and kind of gross.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like what I'd expect. Put that chair fire out. That's dangerous.
You're always worried about chair fires. It's one of the things I appreciate about you.
Huh? What was that?
I'm the neighborhood chair fire marshal, so it's my duty.
Okay, I guess I killed him now. I don't know.
I was alone. The vampires
What?
hunted to
That was a
attack the
boss battle, I
sanctuary and
guess.
left it a
I had to
shambles.
hit him twice instead
I
of
had
once.
no trace, no clues, and little
Okay.
hope. Rose was kidnapped, as were a couple of others. That meant that they were still alive. Probably. As I thought about what to do next, I heard a faint noise. I tried to locate the source. It came from under the wreckage of a desk. A GPS receiver.
It should just end now with a
Rose must have
poster
had the
for some
presence of
upcoming
mind to grab the
DLC.
tracker and activate it.
Christ, I would be incredibly
I
happy
think
at this
so.
point.
And followed the signal as fast as I could. Hopefully it wasn't too late for the others.
80 Gorilla says this makes me sad. I was really hoping this game was going to be halfway
Trail led
decent.
into the city,
Yeah, I mean,
to
like,
a walled corporate
leading up to it, I
enclave,
totally thought that this could be one of those
cryogenic.
games that was like,
The name seemed familiar.
you know, clearly it wasn't
I
going to be
guess I'd
as
seen one of
polished
their
as
ads.
like a huge,
The company was
high-budget
probably just a
AAA
cover
game.
for the vampire hunters.
but I was hoping
That
that it would
didn't
have like
matter.
its own little charm.
I had to find Rose.
Sadly, that is not really the case with this game.
As I entered the grounds of Cryogenic, it was obvious that I was in the right place. Lots of soldiers and vampire hunter armor
Yeah,
secured
Alcor
the
mentions
premises.
vampire bloodlines,
I
and
had
this
to
kind
enter
of
the
just makes me
building.
want to go back and play
That's
that.
where Rose and the others were being held. But at least they were alive. I hoped.
Oh, this has to be the last level.
But you're going into their headquarters, so I could just say the same thing I said a second
So,
ago. That's
how
how
was the attack on
predictable
the
stories
club?
end, right?
Everything
You go
went
to the
great.
headquarters.
We blew them away like nothing, and even brought a few for the boss. Hopefully that'll bring in a good reward. Sucks that Charlie.
Jordan, yes, I'm pretty sure it is the same Rose from Metal Gear Solid 2.
Seems right to me.
Tore him apart. Bastard punched him right
She's
in
a
the
vampire
chest
now.
and ripped his fucking heart out. Get the fucker? You got that right. First I tossed a UV grenade. Once it was paralyzed, I walked over and blew its fucking brains out. I would have preferred to kill the others too, but the Sarge said we should bring them in.
Well, I think what the boss has in store for them is much worse. So,
You know, you could be right. I hope they
So is
suck.
cryogenic home of dark? Or are dark part of cryogenic, or is cryogenic part of dark?
Yes.
Leave me alone. Shoot them
Has this company come up at all before? Or...
Things went bad.
Yeah,
This is the
you're getting
problem.
shot a lot
Grounds of
there.
Cryogenic. It was locked.
The way that you suck blood is holding A. The way you kill people is tapping A. And sometimes when you try to kill them by tapping A, they block.
So,
And sometimes when
how was the
you
attack
try
on the
to
club earlier?
suck their
Everything
blood
went
by
great.
holding A,
We
it
blew them
accidentally
away
tries
like
to
nothing, and
kill
even
them
brought a few
instead.
for the boss. Hopefully that'll bring in a good
Oh.
reward.
It doesn't work very good, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I know
Yeah.
that's gonna shock you right now.
Yeah.
I feel like putting your most common pair of actions on the same button might be a problem.
Hard out.
It's an issue.
That seems, yeah.
You got that right. First I tossed a UV grenade. Once it was paralyzed,
I do like this abundance of purple, though.
brains out. I would have preferred to,
You don't get enough purple in games these days.
but the Sarge said we should bring them in.
It's not bad.
Well, I think what the boss has in store for them is much worse. So,
You know, you could be right. I hope they suffer.
Oh,
Charlie.
man. Video games.
Video games, indeed.
Okay, I want to get him this time.
I believe in you.
I did it!
God, the way their mouth moves.
It's beautiful. I assume that's what you were gonna say.
It makes me think of Magikarp, but probably only because of John's Pokemon playthrough.
It's just like Magikarp.
He leveled up his Magikarp. I'm proud of him for that.
I think we all are.
I've never been persistent enough to level up a Magikarp.
You've got him level. Are you, really?
I don't even really like the fish-shaped Pokemon.
When I played Pokemon, which to be fair has not been for a long, probably since the first generation, but leveling Magikarp was always one of the first things I did. Because you gotta get that Gyarados.
I guess I haven't played a Pokemon game in some time, but when I did play the Pokemon games, I picked my team based on the adorableness factors of various Pokemon, and Gyarados is not particularly adorable, so
Sure, I guess that's fair.
never quite made the cut.
Me off so bad. Why the hell are we?
I'm pretty excited about Sylveon,
Fucking called.
which is the
Yeah.
new fairy type
We have a situation
evolution
here.
of Eevee.
Nope,
And it's covered in bows.
I'm running.
That's probably a good idea.
They're all running towards a spot outside that I'm not at anymore.
When I entered the lobby of cryogenic,
That's
shiver
pretty.
ran down my
That's
spine.
good
It was
AI.
quiet. Too quiet. The signal came from a spot below me. I had to find an elevator leading to a lower floor.
I wonder if I'm gonna have to come back and stealth through this area, except it'll be filled with guards. I wonder if that could be the fate that I'm headed towards. PDA! Sorry, I got really excited.
Way to raid these poor assholes' cubicles, God.
They're just office drones, and I'm stealing their shit.
It's like the HR department of
Secure the lobby and
cryogenic.
disable the elevator.
Variable Gear says it's kind of annoying to me how some stealth games incentivize the player to save whatever small amount of progress is made. I don't know if you heard earlier, Variable Gear, but I was pointing out
Elevator
the
disabled, sir.
difficulty. I'm playing on easy right now. Playing on normal mode, the way that they make the game harder
In
is
order.
actually by limiting
Find
the number
him
of saves
and
you
bring me
have.
his head.
So in each area,
Actually, I had kind of expected something like this.
You only have
Otherwise,
a
it would
little
have been
bit.
suspiciously easy.
Heads up, intruder! Get him! Shit! Vampire got one of our guys! Kill him!
over here. Where are you? There it is. Pixel says this looks like a really poor version of Dark Souls 2. Hey, listen, From Software worked really hard on this.
Smoke him out of there!
Probably.
You don't stand a chance!
I mean, that's the thing about it
Nail
is
that
like
bastard. Contact!
this feels like
Come on out before
they just didn't have the time necessary to make this
We
amazing.
lost a man!
They have some cool ideas,
cover!
and
Vampire got one of our
you know,
guys!
there's clearly effort put into some stuff.
Shit, we lost
Just
a man!
Yes.
feels like maybe the time frame
I'll
was a bit
drag him
too
out of
short,
there.
I agree with what you're saying.
or the team a bit too small, or like who knows.
Yeah.
Come on, show yourself, you mon. Heads up.
It's one of those games where it's not great in spite of the people who worked on it and the quality of their work and so on and so forth.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Yeah, Variable Gear says it sounds like it might be pretty unenjoyable to play on normal. And yeah, so if it was a game where, you know, maybe if the checkpoints were a little bit smarter, or if it was just more fun to play in general, that kind of weird save limiting system, like maybe that would work. But in this game, it is not.
Now get the bloodsucker.
It is not.
Are
a
you
good
just,
know you're
are
hiding
they just
here,
a bunch
so
of
we're gonna identify
dirty,
them.
moldy old
They
apples
got
on
one
that
of us.
filing cabinet beside you?
Take.
I found it!
And every office has that person, right?
The apple collector?
The person who always has the rotting fruit on their desk, right?
Got one of us.
God.
You've had an office job, right?
Reloading.
Look at me trying to hug this
Cover me.
guy,
What?
doing everything I can.
Monster.
Like he just nudges you
I'll drag-
back.
Please, just give me a hug.
He's here. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I probably could have handled this whole situation a lot better, but what's the fucking point? Which is my approach to most things in life. That's why I'm gonna be a good father.
chance.
Yeah, I don't think you get any save points in Fatherhood.
Really? What? Not a single one?
No.
Whoever designed that shit did a bad job.
It's the ultimate roguelike.
That's usually, yeah, that's how I refer to life often.
Where are you?
I think at this point I've killed most of the people here except for the dude with the minigun.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad to hear this game is. Did you say $40 on PC?
It's $40 on PC and I think $50 on Xbox.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yep.
The little like hoppy thing you do when you pull the battery pack out of his back, or
It's
whatever the
adorable,
hell
right?
you just did. It's impish.
Like, is this guy not human, or what's his deal? I'm just hanging out by
Is
him.
he like a RoboCop?
He might be. Earthbound says, I'll get it when Gamefly has it for under $8. That's probably... I mean, I don't know that I would recommend spending any time on it at all, but, like, if you're going to, that's probably the right situation.
The elevator was accessible again. I had to reach it as quickly as possible in order to save Rose and the others.
Quantum Exodite says, this game is for Xbox? Yeah, they're putting out a 360 version as well. The 360 version, I believe, is out Tuesday, so today now. But the PC version came out last week.
Hopefully Rose and the
Quantum
others were
Exodite
okay.
is like he's freaking out right now. He's not okay with this. I like this. Shadow Grip 3, the description is, means the shadow powers not only kill your enemy, but destroy the corpse as well. And the name of it is Destroy Corpse. So, like, they really had to dig into the definition of that. Melting
Well, you
Plague
know,
says...
so you didn't think it was like a cremation thing. You had to.
Yeah.
It was a mini game where you go to the crematorium and
Come down.
help out.
Come down. The others are very close.
Get some extra vamp bucks.
Melting Plague says, I like how the biggest, most menacing enemy in the game has the same weakness as the Energizer Bunny. I'm gonna go grab a soda really quick. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Oh, Live Pixel. This was discussed earlier. The voice actor for the main dude is apparently Geralt from the Witcher games.
Okay,
If
I'm
that's
back.
the voice actor that you're talking about. Welcome back.
What's going on? What did I miss?
Live Pixel was asking, why do I feel like I've heard that voice actor before?
I saw a computer in the
Oh,
elevator
yeah,
foyer.
so-
Maybe
Yeah,
I
it's
could
Geralt,
use it to get
Geralt,
some
Geralt.
information.
I think Geralt. I don't know or really care that much to say it.
It's probably fair.
Although I wasn't as good with computers as
It's close
Rose, I
enough.
still managed to coax something out of it. In the back room, there were several laboratories. I was afraid that was where they had taken Rose and the others.
80-pound gorilla says, good news is the art style makes me want to play the first Crackdown. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. I can totally see that. Ugh. So these yellow things here on the wall are info things that automatically activate if you get too close to them. That just like, they're just audio, but basically lets guards know that you're there.
Oh,
Is the, I guess, the idea.
that's I like the idea of like things that would be useful to anyone except weirdo creeps.
Yeah.
Causing like actual things that would be in the environment, not just like piles of trash in the middle of a strip
Yeah,
club floor.
it makes a little more sense, although it's weird that every building in this city has these like weird automatic like info things that are activated just by walking past them.
Especially like a workplace, like an office building.
Cryogenic.
One would assume that place isn't going to have many tourists looking for directions.
Oh, there are so many fucking guys. I need to not get caught, if possible. And let's be honest, it's me we're dealing with, so that does not seem that possible. Work?
Contact! Get vampire out!
Fuck.
I
Nothing.
need cover!
No, that seemed okay.
Could have gone worse.
Yeah, that could have, considering you took out two dudes.
Contact with target! Someone's sneaking around here! That bloodsucker out! Careful! It could be an ambush! Stay here! Stand your ground! I
Like
got
how their lower half and top half animate independently. Like when they're running and shooting.
realistic.
They're all robocops.
it. We'll hold position!
Melting Plague says, sorry if this has been addressed, but if you were a masochistic man-beast, could you do a no-kill run of the game, or is it gated? I'm pretty sure there are certain situations where you have to kill people. There are definitely some situations where you can get past without.
Careful! It could be an ambush!
But particularly,
Stay
like,
here.
the bosses, you have to kill.
Contact! Stand!
So, yeah. Even if it's, I guess, story-based kills, technically, but I don't think you could technically do a no-kill run.
We'll hold position! Keep that vampire out! Attacking vampire! Come on, show
It's
yourself!
Earthbound's asking if there's an achievement. I guess I could check, technically. There's one for completing a level without raising an alarm, which I've gotten very close to in the early levels, but did not actually... No, it doesn't look like... There's challenges that you unlock after you beat the game, and you can complete a challenge without draining anyone. That's about the closest you get. Experience the game in virtual reality. So this is a game that works with the Oculus Rift.
Oh, careful!
Oh,
It could be an ambush! Stay here!
So if you have a Rift,
Why?
it's a third-person game too. So it's like kind of weird, right? Because the whole thing with
Yeah,
the Rift
it's
is a very like
weird.
it's cool because it's first-person, right?
Target identified!
So it seems strange to do that with a third-person game, but.
Stand your ground!
But I guess you get an achievement for it, so